Delaying the Presidential Petition Tribunal Judgment and its attendant implication in governance. Okay, so the proceedings of the Presidential Tribunal has been completed, and now they are holding on giving the verdict or the final judgment. For some reasons, they are trying to compile their report, they're trying to put records together, they're trying to, write out the judgment and then to be released later. But the question is, how long will they continue to delay this judgment? Because it is taking too long. Okay, now delaying the judgment is going to have several implications, and one of it is speculations of foul play, that which is already going on right now. Within the week, we got a news that Fashola's house in Abuja was barricaded by soldiers. Nobody could go in and nobody could come out. And the rumor came out that Fashola is meeting with 5 other APC politicians to, influence the judgment or the writing of the judgment ahead of his, issue. Okay, and because of that, Fashola has petitioned Twitter and I think and the NCC, Nigerian Communication Commission, okay, that information is not correct. Okay, so why would there be speculations? Because normally, when you finish such delicate proceedings, the next thing is to release the judgment so that everybody will know where to face. Okay, so now, apart from the speculations that will be flying here and there pending when the judgment is released, people also need to know their position and their hope, because the fact remains that a lot of people did not vote the current government. Okay, and everybody is waiting to see what the outcome will be, because the first thing people are expecting, or rather the worst case people are expecting, is to order a rerun of the presidential election, while the second thing is probably to declare either Atiku or Obi the winner. But it's going to be difficult because the INEC election result that's available is so bad and so unreliable that it cannot be used to declare any winner. You cannot even use it to find a winner. So that is how fraudulent declaring Tinubu president was and is at the moment. Okay, so again, delaying that judgment also speaks on integrity of the judiciary. We know that a lot of the people in office in key government parastatals today have been nominated by Tinubu's government. Okay, and Tinubu has been busy putting people that will protect his interest in this government, and judiciary is not exempted. With Auriwola there as CJN, I am struggling. Okay, I'm really struggling to see how judgment can be made against Tinubu, even though we've heard that APC and Tinubu are already preparing their mind for a rerun and already asking that in that rerun that Peter Obi should not be included, Labour Party should not be included. It should be between Tinubu and Atiku. Okay, and that we know that it cannot happen. So with Tinubu now already appointing ministers, appointing all kinds of, everybody to be in his cabinet, he's appointing people that will protect his interest. So how will that judgment come out and be clear? Because I know that at this moment, the judiciary is already divided. Judiciary is already confused and in a dilemma. Because one, they've seen the truth of the case from what Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar presented. And I've also seen that in that proceedings or in that tribunal hearing, that APC and INEC could not defend their record, could not defend their position, could not defend themselves, and they've proven that they don't have case to defend. Okay, it means that whatever Atiku and Obi had presented are all correct. And so for situations to be put right, for errors to be corrected, the best thing to do is to order a rerun. And in ordering that rerun, we have also said that the current INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, should not be the person to organize that election, because he has proven to be unreliable, he has proven to be corrupt, he has proven to be, to fail Nigerians, because all the promises he made in the previous election held in February 25, 2023, all the promises he made on how he was going to conduct that election to make it free and fair, he never upheld any of them. He never followed any of the rules. He violated the Electoral Act of 2022. He violated all the INEC guidelines. He violated every aspect of Nigerian laws and constitution that guides election. So he's not the right person to also conduct that rerun. So and all of those things need to be known now, so that people can start preparing. Now we are getting a rumor that tribunal judgment is going to be issued around third week of September. Isn't that too far? That is over 6 weeks from now, or about 6 weeks from now. Is that not too far? What are you keeping the judgment for? What do you intend to achieve? Okay, now to us as Nigerians, we know that the more they delay that judgment, the more they're giving room to doctor the report, to doctor the outcome, to doctor the judgment. That is it. Right from the beginning, a lot of Nigerians as well had said that nothing good will come out of that tribunal, because it's just a tribunal of the corrupt, by the corrupt, and for the corrupt. That is how it is. So judiciary had never, if it is a small man, judiciary will show that they are working. But if it is high class, highly placed politician case, you see that case wouldn't go anywhere. Not talk of Tinubu, that had made himself the president by rigging. He is also in charge of almost everybody that is involved in that tribunal. So Nigerians actually did not have hope in that tribunal from beginning, showing how corrupt the judiciary is. But then the judiciary, this is an opportunity for them to also clean their name, for also regard themselves out of the existing corruption within the section, or within the judiciary. Okay, so the more they delay all of these, the more they're putting themselves in dilemma. That is the judiciary. And the more they delay this, the more they are proving to Nigerians that both the judiciary, the executive, and legislators should not be trusted. Again, we've had similar cases. Someone like the Senate president did not actually win the Senate election, but now he's the Senate president. Someone like Ahmad Lawan also got his own from the judiciary. Okay, and that was what gave Aisha Binani that confidence to deal with Adamawa's Adamawa election. But unfortunately, she failed, okay, because the INEC electoral commissioner that was in charge, proved that whatever Mahmoud Yakubu did during the presidential election can be done in the governorship election of Adamawa State. But it played out that they couldn't succeed. So everywhere in Nigeria and everything is corrupt. So from where are we going to start cleaning up the system for Nigerians to start to develop confidence in the system? And now this tribunal, presidential tribunal, is one of it now. Something has finished. Why not release the judgment as fast as possible? Let people know the next thing to do. Let the parties involved know the next thing to do. Now they're delaying it, giving room for doctoring that report, giving room for external parties to influence that that judgment. We learned how some of the justices involved in that tribunal resigned because of some of the influences, directly or indirectly, coming from Tinubu against the justices or the judges involved. Okay, I know that Tinubu, with the kind of person he is, will do everything to influence that judgment, and will come and tell you that nothing will happen, because that is the state we are in Nigeria. And again, I say this is the reason there was a coup in Nigeria Republic. So if it happens in Nigeria, both Nigeria and the external world should not be surprised, because these are the things that lead to such situations. So delaying this judgment has its attendant implication in state of the country today politically. Thank you for listening, and let's also have your views or your ideas on this delay of tribunal judgment and its attendant implication in the state of the country.